In this problem we're looking at page 14, number 4. There's 560 third and fourth grade students in King Elementary School. So we represent the third graders with the red cloud and the fourth graders with the blue cloud, and we know that together they have to equal 560. But there's more to the story. There are 80 more third graders than fourth graders. So the third graders are the same as the fourth graders plus 80 more. Now if we knew how many fourth graders there were, then we would just take the fourth graders, then add 80 more to that, and we would know how many third graders there were. Then we'd add the fourth graders and the third graders together, and we'd get 560. So since we don't know how many fourth graders there were, we could represent that with an x. But we do know that the third graders are the same as the fourth graders plus 80 more. And so we can represent that with x plus 80. And so we end up with x plus 80 plus x has to equal 560. If you think about it, this is very similar to the ropes problem that we did. One rope was 26 feet longer than the other rope. Well, in this case, one group of children is 80 more than the other group. So when we add them together, we would have however many x's plus 80 plus another x is equal to 560. And so we have two x's plus 80 is equal to 560. Now if you wanted to find out how much the x was, one thing you could do is subtract 80 from 560. And using algebraic notation, we're going to subtract 80 from both sides. And that tells you when you take away the additional 80 third graders, that those two groups that are the same size as the fourth graders combined together have 480. So if we split that group in half, then we would find that x has to equal 240. So let's recap what we did here. You have a group of fourth graders. The third graders are the same but 80 more. So we take the 80 away from and they together equal 560. So we take the 80 away from the 560. Then those two groups are the same size. And now you're not working with 560 anymore. Now you're working with 480. Since they're the same size, we divide by 2 and we get 240. So we know the fourth graders, there are 240 fourth graders. Then there are 240 plus 80 third graders, and so we would get 320 third graders. Now we add the two together, and we do indeed get 560 total students. So how many third graders are in the school? There are 320 third graders in the school. So after you've done all the work, we've answered a lot of different questions here, or we've answered a few questions, and you have to make sure that your final answer answers the question that's asked. We could also ask how many fourth graders were in the school, but this question happens to ask how many third graders there were.